Hi, I'm Fox San Antonio's Jessica Headley.
And I'm Ryan Wolf.
Our greatest responsibility is to serve our
Treasure Valley communities.
The El Paso, Las Cruces communities.
We are concerned about the trouble and trend of irresponsible, one-sided news stories plaguing our country.
The sharing of biased and
false news has become all too common on social media.
More alarming, some media outlets publish.
In early 2018, Sinclair Broadcasting Group would require local news anchors in the stations they owned to read a specific script one day, warning about the dangers of fake news to American democracy. The problem is, Sinclair doesn't just own a couple local news stations. They own almost 200, a sizable percentage of the total amount of local news broadcasters in the USA. This led to the creation of this supercut, featuring all these local anchors giving the exact same speech, ironically talking about how special interest groups can manipulate average people through media. You might think you're getting your news from local journalists who live in the same place as you and don't have any further agenda than simply telling you what happened around your area. But the reality is, there's a decent chance some mega corporation is hanging over their heads and pulling their strings. It didn't used to always be like this. Local news did used to be truly independent, and almost everybody who was around 30 or 40 years ago would tell you that the news just simply used to be better. Many would consider the 1970s to be the true golden age of televised local news. You may not know it, but there actually used to be a rule in place called the Fairness Doctrine, where news outlets were required to present both sides of controversial issues in an effort to enforce unbiased, nonpartisan news coverage. The FCC would call this rule the single most important requirement of operation in the public interest. It would be abolished in 1987. 3 years earlier, the FCC would also abolish the 16-minute-per-hour advertising cap. Yes, commercials used to be limited by law. The same year, they'd also scrap a rule that required local broadcasters to regularly submit documents explaining how they chose the issues they reported on and why they thought they were relevant to their